This is a must-watch video if you want to see Patriots do more than the British and French government combined in their bid and in their fight to stop illegal immigrants crossing to England. In today's video, I'm going to show you how they have found the smuggling routes through the forest and how these illegal immigrants are trying to get to the beaches, as well as a confrontation between this Patriot and an Afghan trafficker who basically exposes himself and gives away some really key information of how these illegal immigrants are evading French police. This is absolutely unbelievable footage. Proud of these Patriots. If you like this sort of channel, then make sure you subscribe to True Brit Media, the channel that speaks, lives, and exposes the truth, and the truth will always be heard. Make sure you hit that like button if you love the work of our Patriots, and get in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this. I'm going to show you some amazing footage, 3 different clips showing 3 different features. Feast your eyes on this. Make sure you watch all the way through, and let's get right into this one as we go to the first one, which is looking at our NGOs and how they are helping the support of the illegal immigrants. And the picture and image inside this van is going to make your blood boil as well. By the way, for reference, if you heard the word NGO, that's a non-governmental organization. Basically, they're not tied to the government. So let's get straight into it, people. Let's get straight into it. Here we go. Have a look at this.
Utopia 56, one of the biggest lefty-funded NGOs outside of Care for Calais. Mobilisation pour les exiles, people who are in exile, I presume. Lefty-funded NGOs, Utopia 56. There is a great big box of what we can only presume are condoms in the back of this car, as you've just seen from the last clip. Once again, wow. Calais Phase 2, we are back out here giving you, the public, the chance to understand the operation happening in northern France and to inspire men to come and join the team, sign up to UKIP's mission, bring yourselves out to northern France. Our mission is defensive, not offensive. It has been documented somewhat, but the truth must be presented to the British public. We're paying for all this. You've seen the clips of the migrants hanging out. You've seen the trash everywhere. It's a dumping ground for them. They get on the boats, they come to England. This has got to be stopped. They're undocumented. They are therefore illegal. We don't know who these people are. The lefty NGOs, to all the so-called right-wing politicians, some politicians don't even dare call themselves right-wing, have the audacity to say this isn't about left versus right. Lefty money, lefty ideology, lefty mindsets, the cancer that we must cut out.
Oh, there we go. So that is clip number 1. Okay. And in that, as I said, the most disturbing thing that those NGOs were actually handing out condoms. Let's just deep that for a second. They're actually supplying them with basically life jackets and condoms. What message is that sending? What is that already installing? Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking to see. That made me angry. Now have a look at this next clip. This is going to show you now the track and trail of finding out where do they go and hide. Because remember, they've got these camps. They can't just stay in these major cities or major towns. They've got to hide somewhere. And people keep saying it's the jungle. Well, have a look at this clip. Have a look at this. Here we go.
Hunting, guys. We you drive around the town, Calais, Dunkirk. You find the migrants. They're being led by NGO workers, traffickers. You spot they're carrying life jackets, big orange fluorescent life jackets. You literally find them. And what we've had with one of our units, we've got 4 units on patrol. The traffickers, because these people aren't silly, they've called the police on one of my units, and the police pulled one of my units over, and they lost. They were hot on the trail of a big battalion of migrants being led by traffickers and NGO workers. So my unit lost eyes on the migrants. So we go right back to where we were and we traverse the roads.
They're on the green.
Let's go, let's have a look. Here we go, here we go. So guys, it's very important. This is our second loop around, and obviously you can't see, but they were basically in the trees, in the woods behind us. But of course we're looking both left and right. There we go. So again, the camps and the tent cities, all facilitated and funded by the NGO workers. That's stage 1. And stage 2 is that they then get trafficked around this sort of time, 8:23, 8 o'clock. They get trafficked to the deployment zone which is where there's woodland and marshes and cover, and the traffickers turn up with the boat. They blow the boat up at some point in the night, and then they set sail daybreak, and then they put it on TikTok. That's your end-to-end production line. You've got it right there, guys. We are hot on the trail. We don't know what street we're on. We don't know where we are. We are hot on the trail. These people are not hard to find, and when you find them, you must follow them, because we want to know where the departure lounge, the departure zone is, because once you've got that, you know where they're deploying from.
There we go. As simple as that. The production line, the production route from start to finish. So they know that NGOs host them and house them and give them tents and look after them and give them their condoms and life jackets. But it's then those traffickers who are just as evil as any part of all of this, who make money from taking them from those tents, hide them in the woods overnight, and then get them on the boats illegally and get them crossed. And I hate those traffickers. They are just as big a part to blame. But I've now got a brilliant piece of footage here, which I'm going to show you, which is actually where they bump in to one of these traffickers. And look what happens. He gives away some interesting information through translating. Okay, so have a look at this. They bump into one of the traffickers.
Patrol. We've just seen a big group being led by NGO workers from where we found them yesterday, which is just down the road, and they've wandered off the road, off the pavements, into the woodlands that we've just been in. From previous footage, you'll have seen that just an hour or so ago. They've wandered in. Now we have to find out where these departure zones are from. They leave these migrant tent city camps and they move to deployment zones. We've seen them. We know that they've entered into this woodland, so we've got to go find them. That's it. Where are you going, guys? Where are you going?
We backpack in jungle.
Where are you going? Where have you come from?
Huh?
Well, let me translate it. See
Where are you going to?
You're saying jungle.
Jungler. Where? Donde? Dove? Where? Where? Where is the jungle?
1 minute.
I'll take the torch out his eyes, it's all right.
Where have you come from, guys? What country? What? Somalia? You? Somalia? Sudan. Where are you going? To Britain? To Britain? To England?
Yes.
You are coming to England.
Where are you coming to England?
No, in English.
We don't want you leaving.
Our backpacks are in the forest. There is a sleeping bag. Water is in the forest. We need to pick it up. Okay.
Okay.
So where have you come from? Where's your home?
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Yes.
And you go to you get a boat to England.
Yes.
Yeah. You with the traffickers, the people smugglers.
Translation. How much would you pay?
You go to England on a boat. You pay the people smugglers, the traffickers, to come to England.
Yes. The boat.
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 And tonight? Tonight?
So, no. It's cancelled. На сегодня отменили все отбой. Нам надо поехать, рюкзаки свои взять и возвращаться в лесу.
They cancelled for today. All lights out. We need to go get our backpacks and go back into the forest. Which way? This way?
The backpack is here.
Where is this? Oy Plage 62215. Do you walk there?
Yes.
You walk.
Yes.
How many of you? How many? One, two,
Combien?
Combien?
English.
How many migrants in the camp?
Speak English.
Okay. Okay, you go this way.
Yes.
Okay. So why is that interesting? Because this guy here has just exposed the location of where they keep their backpacks, their supplies, that oi pelage. He's just exposed where they're hiding, which is unbelievable, without realizing. Now, if you didn't hear at the end, the guy just came up to Nick at the very end, whispered that there's a few more coming, and what they've done is scattered. This is all a very operational, methodical approach. There's a lot of depth and thinking behind this in terms of their locations, in terms of how they group them, in terms of how they, give them supplies. Everything is operational. But what I am seeing from all this footage, from our Raise the Colours to these Patriots, is it can be stopped. We're seeing more and more clips now of how to stop them. Find the location, cut off the source, rip apart their boats, get hold of the traffickers, stop the traffickers, stop the NGOs. This can be stopped. I'm getting more and more hope. But it shouldn't take it down to Patriots to do this. This should be on our government. This should be official government operational people doing this. But instead, we're relying on the good nature of our Patriots. So I think that's fascinating. I think they're brilliant clips. I think that's given us more behind the scenes footage, as always, of what is going on. And the mainstream media will never dare show you this. And that's why we're here on True Brit Media, as independent journalists, giving you the information you deserve to know. If you like this video, then make sure to smash a like, get that notification bell turned on, and get in the comment section. I'm out of here. Ta-da.